Hello guys, my name is Alex, this is my vlog about life in Ukraine, where I regularly tell you what is going on in this lands, other than the heroic epic that you see in the media. In this video, we are gonna talk about military mobilization. Mobilization is one of the hottest topics in our country today. Actually, let's start from the very beginning. In Ukraine, we try not to use the term mobilization. This term was completely discredited during the informational campaign against mobilization in Russia in the fall of 2022. During this campaign, a new term was even coined. It's called mobilizatsiya. It is similar to the word mobilizatsiya, mobilization, but also it is similar to the word mohyla, which means a grave. The connotation is obvious, I suppose. For this reason, Ukrainian politicians and media avoid the word mobilization, preferring to say replenishment of reserves or not to discuss this topic at all. So, what must not be named, takes place by handing out summonses or subpoenas. I'm not sure which term is correct in this context. I will call it summonses. Handing out summonses to men of conscription age, which oblige them to come to the local recruiting office for medical examination and other paperwork. Originally, recruiters brought these summonses to people's homes, but after the beginning of war it became inefficient because they rarely had the door opened for them, and they started handing summonses on the streets, in some crowded places, or at roadblocks. In January 2023, these activities became particularly widespread. A few days ago, I read the news that the Security Service of Ukraine blocked more than 20 Telegram channels that reported in real time where, on which street or road, summonses were handed out in a particular city. I should probably explain how it works. First of all, in Ukraine, we have a strict division of social networks according to the level of patriotism in them. There are YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, where everything's fine, our victory is inevitable, we have great future. But also, there are Telegram and TikTok, where everything's bad, we have already lost, not only in the war, but in general, and we just not realized this yet. So all activities that contain less than 100% of patriotism take place in these two social networks. People who see recruiters handing out summonses on the street anonymously report it into a specialized Telegram channel, so that people who want to get into the army as soon as possible can do this without standing in the line and other bureaucratic procedures. Just kidding. They do this so that people who don't want to get into the army can avoid those places. Before recording, I made a little research. Some of these channels, of remaining ones, I mean, not ones that have been blocked, some of them currently have over 100,000 subscribers, which technically makes them more popular than the vast majority of local media. Recruiters are also quite creative in their work. For example, military recruiters from Odessa used ambulance to attract less attention from passers-by. Local authorities even admitted this incident. Usually when something bizarre happens, local authorities just say it never happened, it's Russian propaganda, Russian narrative, they say. But this time they acknowledged the incident and said that the vehicle had been mobilized for army previously and there was no medical equipment inside. So no critical patient was affected. Another creative way of mobilization is handing out summonses to people detained by crimes. For example, in January, there was a high-profile case when a group of young men threw parties took inappropriate, indecent photos and videos of drunk girls at these parties and posted this content on the internet. When these men were detained, summonses were handed out not only to them, but even to their lawyer. The representative of the authorities specifically emphasized that this was done not as a form of punishment for the crime, but because this man also had violated some military registration rules. That's it, guys. Thank you for your attention. I hope I gave you a general idea of mobilization in Ukraine. If you have questions, leave them in the comments below. Share this video with your friends, it really helps in developing my channel. And as usually, like, subscribe, and have a nice day.